Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Real Tank Commander Reacts to Fury. Now, this is the first clip I'm going to be using this. Eventually, I'll get on to the Tiger Duel. But this is where they go after the anti-tank guns. And there's many mistakes that were made, but many things that were done right. So this will probably take us about 20 minutes or so. Let's see how we go.
All right, let's get the boys up. Get them off. Give me last man.
All right, ladies, you were the man.
Button up.
Everybody out! Everybody out!
Close your heads.
Make them cover.
So the one mistake that was made right there, which I can understand why, because Norman is green as grass. The TC says button up. Since Norman was not in tank school or went to anything associated with that, he probably has no idea what they're talking about, which is why the driver told him that, which is right and wrong, technically.
All tanks, move out. Hard right. Hard right. Hard right. Hard right. Please go on this up. Move. All right.
Let's move now. All right, stick right.
Everybody hold yourself. James, hold on.
Form in! Form in!
Catch up with the Fury. Now catch up.
Okay, so if they know the enemy is in the tree line, one, they should admit that they should all have broken through the hedgerow at the exact same time. You don't want to do onesies and twosies if you break through at the same time, just like exposing yourself in a platoon defense, like we went over with the Valley of Tears clip. If one tank's up at once, the Germans are most likely to shoot at that one first. So if you have all four exposed at the same time and all four roll out and start shooting machine guns right away, recon by fire, that allows you to suppress. Not only that, the tank commander here is way too high up. Should be pretty much shoulders down, and that's it.
On my line, guys. On
And then same thing here for Brad Pitt. But he's at least wearing a helmet.
my line.
Front L! Keep low!
Hold your line. We're already drifting. Master, right.
Guys, keep an eyeball on that high ground. Right.
1215 copies. Wilco. Watch that tree line right there. Hold that. Hold that. You're on. Right on. Right on.
Stay hold tight, we'll bust through this shit.
All right, here we go, man. Hold tight. No perfect jump. Good. Straight on. Nose on the ground. Nose on the ground. Keep an eye out. Slow.
So here is one issue with this. So I can say for the modern United States Army is you would not have soldiers directly behind the tank. One, because the exhaust is, 900 degrees and, I don't know, like 400 degrees in communist measurements. So being directly behind a tank is not a good idea. Yes, it provides movable cover, but the problem is underneath the tank there is no cover. So technically you could have your legs shot up from underneath you.
Slow.
And again, the fact that they're not lighting up the tree line already like they should be.
We got bodies.
Stick left of me. Eyes on the floor.
Forward! Forward!
Straight it out. Watch your fucking spacing, Pete.
We got our left stick now. All right, let's hold up. If I say hold back, hold back. Hold back.
Left stick. What the fuck?
The radio going nuts is very true to life.
We're on the right.
Speed up just a little bit.
Left 1-3, right stick. You got troops on the ground.
Fuck, right stick, goddammit.
Get your head out of your ass!
We're fucking paying attention.
Which is true, because 30-ton tank versus a 200-pound man, 30-ton tank wins. So, all right, this is why hiding behind a tank is not a great idea, because tanks are fucking bullet magnets. Just like aircraft carriers are bomb magnets. Tanks get shot at by everything, so being anywhere near a tank is not a good idea.
Hit that machine gun.
Traverse left.
So, I know how it would be on modern tanks. I don't know precisely how it would be for back then. The fact that the gunners aren't scanning, it, to me, is a huge no-no. On modern tanks, as a lot of you guys have seen me play through a whole bunch of scenarios with Gunner Heat PC, to where I am literally like when I have thermals, I'm literally scanning the whole thing. When I don't have thermals, I'm like, I ain't scanning because I can't see anything. But then I'll also do recon by fire quite a lot.
Steady. On. Fire! What?
Fire commands are on point.
Hit him, hit him.
Look forward. Look at your periscope. Periscope. Back. On. Fire! On the line.
So the gun, I know this is a movie, I know it's a film, but it doesn't recoil fast enough. It's going to be a movie, I know it can't recoil like the real thing.
Ceasefire. Target destroyed.
Fire! Fuck! Anti-tank, HE, traverse left.
Traverse left.
So that was two... Okay, since it's an infantry gun, technically, that's too long of a time in between rounds. So you really would be lap loading, as using a tanker term, where the loader or the next guy, whoever they want to call it, is literally waiting for the gun to go off to throw the next round in. So technically, there should be less than, I'm going to say, 2 seconds, actually probably less than a second, of the gun going off again. Because you're trying to kill the enemy. And since you're trying to kill the enemy, you're trying to get as many rounds downrange to kill them. So the Pak-40 is not doing a very good job. And the fact is, bore sight's off, and he did not zero the gun because the second round only glanced off a target. Technically, it really should have been first round fired, should have been a hit and kill. And I believe they said they're at like 500, 600, 700 meters, somewhere around there. That is point blank range for big guns like that.
Just a ricochet. We're okay.
Bullshit, that's a crowd high velocity gun. I can hear it whistling.
Anti-tank on front.
And also the fact that the mistake that they made in the movie was the second they really should have, once they come to that second hedgerow, which they did do that right. All 4 tanks came to that second hedgerow at the same time, but they should have lit it up like a Christmas tree. Absolutely just blasted the whole thing. Ammo is cheap. Tanks and soldiers are not.
Got it. Down 15.
Down 15 does not mean anything.
Fire! On the line!
600.
On the line!
So that little fire commands thing that you heard, that's actually right. Because pretty much Brad Pitt's character has given the fire and adjust to the gunner. And so once the loader said clear, modern day would be up, but back then it was clear, the gunner is on the way.
Okay, ceasefire. Target destroyed.
Fire! There's another gun. Who's got eyes on it?
Eyes up, everybody.
Fire!
I don't see shit.
Where the fuck you at?
Anti-tank, HE.
Got it. Anti-tank, HE, traverse right.
Right stick. Those fuckers.
On! Fire! On the line! Hit him. Fire! All tanks, start squirting that tree line. Let's light them up. Let's go. Let's clean it up.
Okay, so now they're finally doing it as they've gotten within 300 meters of the target. Should not have waited that long.
Hey, start shooting! Well, what do I shoot at? The Nazis, dumb fuck!
Yeah, trying to get new guys to do things right when nothing makes sense to them is hard. That's generally why new guys on modern tanks are either the loader or the driver. It really comes down to how the tank commander or the platoon wants to to put the new guys. Some of them want to stick them in the driver's position, some want to stick them in the loaders. I generally prefer to stick them in the drivers, so that way, because I wanted someone that knew what they were doing in the loader's position, because the loader is, in my opinion, probably the second most important job on a tank, because not only are they spotting for targets for the tank commander, they're also, to me, they're the TC's assistant. Because when the TC is talking on a radio or trying to figure out where the hell they're going or trying to find targets, or he's down trying to work on something inside the turret and the tank still needs to keep moving, that's why the loader can pop his head out and direct the driver on where to go, left, right, and all the stuff like that. Bring it hard left, bring it hard right, that kind of stuff. But that's also with the loader being out in the peacetime. In wartime environment, probably a little bit differently because you want to keep the hatches closed to keep the crew alive.
You gotta reload! Hands are foul! Hey, get him! Loading the gun. Get up! Loading the gun.
Got him.
Do your job! Do what you're here for! I was loading the gun!
You got 12 o'clock quarter. Run them bastards over.
All tanks, hold here, hold here. Get your boys in the fight! Fire out! Marching fire! Escort those squats on the left. You see them? Oh, I see our dead bodies. How do you know they're dead? Are you a doctor? Hit them! But they're dead. Why would I shoot them if they're already dead? So they don't stand up and shoot us in the house! Fuck! Get them! Fuck! Can't fucking be here any fucking more!
Turn your goddamn intercom off. You're gonna ball like that.
I got it, Tom. I fucking give up.
So that is more like, how can I put it? Fury, especially if you watch the deleted scenes, is so true to so many things. The fact that we have all these trinkets inside the tank, and that does happen. You'll have all the weebs plaster their waifu and their anime crap all over the inside of the tank. And see it in some pictures of Ukrainian and Russian tanks that are over there. None of that, how the crew interacts with each other, how the driver's trying to get on the bog, the bow machine gunner, on ensuring that the enemy is dead so that way they don't shoot us in the back. That is more true to life than people realize. So once you pass over that enemy, now you have to treat them. So that way it's not a war crime. Versus if they're in front of you and you're engaging the enemy, it's not a war crime. Weird Geneva conventions. Of course, some people say Geneva suggestions. But how, like, they don't want to interact with the new guy because he's new. Not only, and because he's new, they want to keep him at an arm's length because they've had so many buddies die, they had so many people get hurt that they were close to now they don't want to get close to people anymore. I went through that. No, I wasn't in a wartime on tanks, but I went through it quite a lot because it's after a while of you being in the army, you struggle to identify with the new guys who are 18, 19, 20 years old while you're sitting there 25, 26, 27, 30, and like you want to get to know them to integrate in platoon, but you also don't really give a fuck because you're just going, great, I'm going to have another soldier that's going to be a giant dickhead, and I don't really care to get to know him that quickly. I will get to know him over time, but in time. He's going to be new. He's going to say dumb shit. just tell them to shut up and just do as you're told. Which I know sounds harsh, but being a tanker it's not easy. You're gonna have very long hours, and I do mean very, very long hours.
I fucking give up. I can't be here anymore. This ain't pretty, you know? This is what we do.
Boys, fight on foot. Take.
No. There's a reason why, like, the death before dismount thing exists. And going through casualties, and I got the information somewhere. The number one reason why soldier like that saying's a real thing is so once tankers dismount from the tank, you no longer have the protection from the armor. Therefore, you can be hurt by someone driving like a complete idiot. You can be hurt by artillery, mortars, was it stray machine gun fire. That's why these guys would hardly ever get out of the tank, because that is hugely just no. Okay, so that ends with that one. That short little interaction between the driver Gordo and Norman, the new guy. I have been on both sides of that many times, to where I've been the one giving the advice or saying how kind of shitty this job is at times and how taxing it is mentally. And then I've also been on the other side, being that new guy that couldn't fucking take it. Even though it wasn't a wartime thing, it was a peacetime thing, it still applies. Because when you've been up for 2 days and you're getting yelled at to do the right, so you're doing it right when you don't know what the hell you're doing and you're trying to like figure it out, it kind of sucks. All right, so thanks for watching. This will be the first part, and there's going to be many parts of this because it's Fury. I will do the thing I'll do last for Fury will be the Tiger fight, because I know everybody really loves that one. And probably the next one I'm going to do is Norman's introduction. And I'm going to have to use some deleted scenes, because a lot of those deleted scenes are more real than people think. I wish they had left the deleted scenes in the movie, because the deleted scenes make these guys actual tankers, of how each soldier interacts with each other inside the tank crew and then also as a platoon. And it's pretty cool, and it's surprisingly true to life. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you guys want to see this kind of thing, and let me know in the comments so one day we can shoot a gunnery with an M68 3 TTS.